And welcome to Shipping Insight 2018 Conference on Fleet Optimization and Innovation. Joining me right now is Mike Guggenheimer. He is the President and CEO of RSC Biosolutions. It's good to have you joining us during the conference.
Thank you, Becky. It's great to be here. It's a great conference.
Well, tell us a little bit about what your company does. I know you're largely involved in mitigating risk. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so we are an industrial biotechnology company which mostly focus on performance environmental lubricants. So the risk mitigation for us comes in applications that may come in contact with the water. So a vessel that has lubricants that are operating in and around the ocean could have lubricants that spill. So that's where the risk comes. Any chance there's an exposure to the water comes with risk. Could be regulatory risk or various other stakeholders that come into play.
Mm-hmm. How much of this is a part of all stakeholders want to be a part of and are a part of this and recognize reputation management and branding, and they're even, all the way at the receiving end, are aware of what's happening at sea or at port?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a lot of people assume, our business, environmental lubricants, is very closely connected with regulations. So people assume it's purely driven by regulations, but in many cases, it's the reputation that drives it, not only of the operator of the vessel, but their customers sometimes want to know what's going on, what just spilled into the ocean. Our business really got started almost 20 years ago, but at least 15 years ago, in the offshore industry, big drill ships, where you have a sheen in the water around the big drill ship, and people want to know, hey, what is that in the water? So regulations is a part of it, but it's also more about protecting the image, protecting the customer and their customer from bad press and questions about what are they doing.
And how are new technologies enabling you, either ones that you are innovating and creating or ones that you are kind of buying and taking part of under your umbrella?
That's a good question too. So a lot of the conversation at this event is around what technology should we be using. You talk about all the fuel questions here. A lot of the concerns are about what is going to work in my vessel. The uncertainty around which technology is going to win leaves ship owners to wonder, how do we apply this? So for us, it's about continuing to invest in formulas that we know will work in the vessel, because nobody's going to move to an advanced technology that is safer if it doesn't work in the vessel. So we are looking at the next generation of base oils, the next generation of additives, things that make sure that when you introduce a safer technology, it does perform better. And that's why we tend to start with that performance business case first, and then the environmental or safety component really has to come second, because if it doesn't perform in the demanding applications of a marine vessel or a marine application, then there's no point. So a lot of that technology advancement for us is around performance.
And does that help you make your case for cost and the affordability?
Yes, it does, because if we can say that the lubricant will last as long or longer than a conventional fluid, that changes the dialogue. Because a lot of the technologies, the question first is, will it even last as long as a conventional fluid? If we're able to say it will last as long, if not longer, or put a warranty behind it that says it'll go 10 years, it totally changes the dialogue. So absolutely.
All right. Mike Guggenheimer, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Becky.
RSC Biosolutions.